Following broadcast is brought to you by
Elite Performance.
What's Poppin' Corn Snacks? Printed Memories.
Revved Up Tattoos.
The Fighter's Friend.
Doc Sports Service.
The One's Kitchen.
Inner Beast Sportswear.
BW Sports One, sports media marketing and design. Check us out at bwsports1.com. It's another original BW Sports One production.
Pew pew!
Oh, damn it!
What?
Ha ha!
What the hell is going on
What is poppin', folks? That's right. It's your boy, the one and the lion. We are the Dukes of Football.
here?
What's up?
Hey man, you look exactly like an Eagles fan going to rob some shit.
Hey now.
Like how you're robbing the division. You're robbing these people.
Ha!
You're robbing these people's minds like you're really a good football team.
Hey,
I just wanted to start
Working
some
right
shit
now.
early in the the
that's fine. That's
or
fine.
the
I'll take
afternoon.
it.
Afternoon.
Yeah.
Evening. I don't know what
give
time it is.
I take it. You know what I'm saying?
I
give
really-
it. I take it.
I really don't have a whole lot of bad to say about the Eagles.
I can't really.
Not a whole lot. There's one thing, but we can talk about that later. But
I
I
was
ain't
gonna
got
say
a whole lot of bad.
that's one of the pinpoints tonight is the Philadelphia Eagles, but it is the Dukes football. It's Wednesday night, 8 p.m. Eastern, like always. Damon, what's been happening this past week? A lot of football upsets this past weekend.
Yeah, there was a lot going on in the football world. Yeah, that's really all I did. I watched a lot of football. I did check out a couple of the USA women's national got a little warm around there. No, I did get a chance to after the football games. Yeah, sure. After the football games went off, over the, you know how they were on late, but after someone went off, I did get a chance to catch some of the the USA women's basketball national team for the World Cup. They're out in Australia doing qualifying or group play. So I did get to see a couple of those games. Get to see all of them because they're coming on at 1 and 2:30 in the morning. But they're out there smashing.
As they better be.
I mean, like they're smashing. Like they beat Korea. I think it was like 145-79, bro.
Oh.
I mean, they're smashing.
All right then.
But I've been meaning to write this word football for like 3 minutes. There, got it.
Football.
But no, man, it's been fun. I just been trying to count down these last few days. We got the chance to honor our daughters a little bit on National Daughters Day. I saw we posted pictures, so things like that. So
and National Sons Day. I was a day late, but hey, you know,
hey, you got it.
I got it.
It's the thought that counts. You know, everybody can't be on social media every day.
Boom.
Even though that's what we do.
Boom.
But anyway, other than that, how was you? How's the wife? How's the kids? How's the dogs?
Everybody. Well, speaking of the dogs, one of our pups, the female, got spayed this week, just yesterday. She walked outside to the back deck when she got home with that wonderful cone on looked down at the patio one step farther and thought all kinds of life decisions. Good, bad, indifferent. That little girl was on cloud 24 yesterday with the painkillers they gave her, I think. But she's doing well, you know. And Chip is freaking the hell out over this cone. And I mean, he goes ape shit. He's like, "What the hell is that?" He started barking at her, and yeah, they're doing good. Bella's sitting right next to me, so dog's doing good.
Yeah, she's like, I don't want no part of that youth.
That's why she's up here. The gate's up.
Yeah, I did see the picture of the meme, the Bob Hope, get your pets, the spade. Yeah, loved
That was
it.
pretty good.
That was
I'm
good.
teaching her well.
Yes, you are. She's coming along. But yeah, bro. Hey,
Yo,
I noticed the new video,
yo.
the opening video. I noticed the new editions of Itterby Sportswear.
And
So it's pretty cool.
and
Oh, yeah, the One's Kitchen.
uh-huh.
I keep forgetting about them people. Or person.
When's that next one coming out?
The next one will
I'm
be
looking forward to it.
October. The next one will be October 15th. Is the
It's
date.
birthday
So,
time for you, isn't it?
yes, the 17th. So we're gonna actually celebrate the week after because it's also the beginning of the month. No, it's our anniversary too. So we're actually thinking about going down to Brown County.
Ah, nice. You know, we were actually thinking about that too. We were looking at possibly doing a Gatlinburg deal, but I don't know if that's going to happen this year. Brown County
Yeah.
sounds pretty good, a lot closer.
Yeah, it sounds a lot closer, a lot cheaper.
Mhm.
You know, I mean, maybe leave the state next year. You know what I mean? But yeah, I'm definitely 48. I want to go to the trees, man. I want to connect with the leaves, man.
There you go.
I'll have me well, I won't have a new foot. It'll be in the cast, but I will have a machine taking me around.
Hey, just let you know, this is the one and only Reverend Reggie White,
The late great.
the late great.
All right, so let's get into it, bro. Man,
Let's do it.
because there's a football game on that neither one of us particularly care about. BYU and Utah State.
Nope. Don't care.
I was just looking for it so that way I could just keep up with it.
Their
But,
game means about the same to me this week as Notre Dame's game.
There was another point that I forgot to put on there, but we
I
can
took
talk
it
about it
off.
when we get in here. What?
If you're talking about Notre Dame, I erased it.
Why don't you get rid of Notre Dame, man? Let's talk about the Irish,
Why?
man. Because
Why?
you put them on there.
No. I
Yes,
did,
yeah.
and I took it away.
All right, we'll let Notre Dame slide.
Yes.
We'll let
They're
them
off
slide.
weeks, so they get lucky for the next 2 weeks.
Hey, but they're 2-2, bro. You 500. You 500. You know what I mean? But let's get into it.
Woo!
Let's see.
Hey, they're not going to lose this week.
No, you're guaranteed not to lose this week.
That's true.
All right, local memory makers brought to you by Printed Memories. Get all of your direct to print needs at your local spot. All at one local spot. Hey, about if I learn how to read.
It'll happen.
Call
One day it'll work.
It'll work. Call 317-494-0811 today and let them know the guys here at BW Sports 1 sent you. Dan normally sports one of those cool t-shirts. I have not placed my order yet. Have been a little busy, but I will get to that. Y'all will just see one day I'll be had DTF, baby. That's Duke talking football, of course. You know what I'm saying? So once you check those people out, get you great deals, get you hooked up, good shit, quality shit. So everybody loves quality shit. And this is where we talk about our high school. And you know, we love our high school. And we're where we at? A lot of homecomings the last 2 weeks, a lot of big games, a lot of games scheduled where they are winnable. I'm not sure why North Central's homecoming was scheduled to Carmel and they got beat 50 to something, but
that's bad, dude.
Awesome job to all the people, all the young men playing in the homecomings, all the young women who are doing the powder puff games, all the homecoming festivities. Make sure you stay safe, young people, and enjoy the football game and enjoy your youth. That's what I got for
And
local memories.
really quick, I'll do the coaches poll, just the top 3 in all 6 classes. Number 6A, number 1, Brownsburg; 2, Center Grove; 3, Cathedral; 5A, Mishawaka, Maryville, Fort Wayne, Snyder; 4A, New Pal, Roncalli, Kokomo; 3A, where'd I go? 3A, West Lafayette, Chittard, and Gibson Southern; 2A, Linton, Stockton, Andrean. I think it's Andrean. Sorry, people. And LaVille. And 1A, Lutheran, Adams Central, and North Judson. Round out your top 3 in all your state of Indiana leaders.
Well, that just sounds absolutely peachy.
Doesn't it?
Yeah, at least some of those schools I've heard of. Nice to see a lot of Central Indiana. That's what I was trying to get like 3 weeks ago. Central Indiana. Nice to see so many Central Indiana schools. Nice to see both Cathedral and Chittard good at the same time. You know what I mean? Normally,
turn out to be good team or good games too.
yeah. No. So there he goes again. Down goes the camera.
Down goes Frazier.
Get up, Rock. Get
right.
up.
Get up, you son of a bitch. You're a bum.
Oh man, awesome. Are we moving? Do we have anything for Revved Up Ridiculousness?
I do not this week. No.
Not a lot of crazy is going on this week. So we're gonna pass on that. I guess we should probably do a little bit more research into the craziness of sports. I'm sure there's some going on around there, but we'll find it eventually. So there, but we will still give our shout outs to our awesome friends over at Revved Up Tattoos. If you when you're looking to get your next body ink, your next piercing, you want a good clean spot to go to where you're being taken care of, treated real nice, this is where you need to go. Make sure you hit them up, 317-537-2667. Tell Todd or Katie that the boys at BW Sports 1 sent you. We was in there a couple weeks ago. My daughter got a new piercing. So awesome job. It was packed. You know what I mean? People walking in for appointment tattoos and stuff like that. So it was pretty good.
Nice. Very nice. Very nice. Ha.
All right. So, looks like we're getting into some what's popping. And what's popping in the NCAA. What's popping is brought to you by What's Poppin' Corn Snacks. Check out the best gourmet popcorn around and make it your own with your own custom label. What's Poppin' Corn Snacks?
Pow! It's going to be my thing from now on. Pow!
Man, that is amazing how we just switch voices on you like that just real quick.
You know, we got a little skill, you know, we got a little talent, and then all of a sudden we can go from here to here. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? All right, so what's up in Ports? Okay, so the top 14, what you got on here? The top 4 teams struggled. Michigan, Clemson struggled. Bama Rose just
kind of, sort of, but then again, it goes back to what I was discussing a couple weeks ago on the show, talking about, you know, teams are trying out things at certain times in a game against certain other teams, so why not? I get that, but come on now, I'm not going to say you was really nervous and scared, but you thought Maryland, really? Why are we letting Maryland hang?
Well, I see, here's the thing, me being a Big Ten component, Maryland is not a bad program. They're seriously on the uptrend. Last couple of years, they put up very decent seasons, had decent bowl games. They got Tuivailonga's younger brother, who is starting to figure out what a quarterback is being, and he's very explosive. If we didn't hurt him, you know what I'm saying? If we didn't put him out the game, it could have been a little closer. But here's the thing. It's a conference game. All conference, you can see with Alabama. all conference games are difficult. You know what I mean? You're not gonna just go run through conference games like you're beating Hawaii. Granted, it's a different style, different level of competition. You know what I mean? But I don't feel that they struggle, not with Quorum having 274 yards and 2 touchdowns, and JJ having 220 yards in the air, 2 touchdowns, and what? No, yeah, 2 touchdowns and 2 touchdowns there, no interceptions. Only with what, 7 incompletions. I think that's a really good game offensively. Defensively, they gave us some issues. But on the offense, on Maryland's offense, they got a receiver that's going to the lead. They got a tight end that's going to the lead. The quarterback is going to make the lead. You know what I mean? It wasn't Colorado State.
True.
It wasn't Penn State or Notre Dame or something, but we're not going to say we struggled. I didn't think Clemson struggled.
Clemson struggled. Clemson almost got beat. And, man, hands over to Wake Forest. Good team. They got
I was so close to picking Wake with Desmond Howard, bro. I was so close to picking Wake. I was like, no.
No, believe me, I thought about it. It's like, man, there ain't no way that the Clemson is going to allow them to stick in the game.
Hey, man,
boy, was I wrong.
Man, Clemson's defense is terrible. And Ualungale, when is he going to ever do what they said he was supposed to do? Still waiting.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I think that I don't want to say Clemson is falling per se, but I don't think that it's the same Clemson that we've seen over the past 5-6 years.
Other teams in the ACC catching up.
Yes, there you go. Yep,
that's perfect. What I think. Yep. And boy, did they got a big one this weekend. Ooh.
Yeah, buddy.
I wanted to pick it, but we just had him like a couple weeks. But hey, I like NC State in that game, by the way.
I would agree. I like NC State. I think that they're they're like a play or two away from being really national title contenders.
I mean, they can challenge Clemson's defense. Clemson's defense is that thing is sketchy, bro.
Yeah. It's got more holes than Swiss cheese.
That thing is sketchy. Moving on.
Okay. Good. Nathaniel comes in. Just say it. Not Trevor Lawrence, Clemson. Okay. Yeah, I'd say that. But I will say that I do agree with Damon with the rest of the ACC is catching up.
I mean, where you expect him to play, you know what I mean? It's like your boy out in Washington Penix for 7 years. Sorry, he's not. That's not how college football works.
True.
You know what I mean? And they were good before Trevor Lawrence. You know what I mean? They had the massager.
I just and we'll talk about it more later on, I'm sure, this season. But you see, like NC State, Florida State, Wake Forest, South Carolina is still in the shit house for some reason. I don't know what's going on there, but I just haven't.
Too many Gamecocks.
Something.
That was funny to me. All right, so and you went Bama and Georgia roll.
Yeah, I mean,
I just wish Bama and Georgia get the same scrutiny that all the other schools get when they play shithole teams too.
I didn't say Georgia rolled, did I?
No, you didn't. Georgia didn't. Georgia had a little bit of issue with Kent State.
Yeah,
a little bit of issue in the beginning.
Yeah, man. I mean, they let them score 22 points, and they only scored like 30 something.
Something like that. I thought it was maybe. I think they might have hit 40, but it was late. It was Kent State got they get off early before Georgia could wake up, and once Georgia woke up, hey, the Bulldogs barked and bit.
They did, but man, it took a while.
Yeah, I mean that happens. You know what I'm saying? You're the number one team in the country. You just come off the national championship. You're playing Kent State. Again, that's why I say, why are we not, doing a little more crucifying to Alabama and Georgia when they play cupcakes? Because didn't Alabama last week play Louisiana Monroe?
Yeah, I think so.
I mean, so we can't really get on the people who play Hawaii, Colorado State. Well, y'all didn't play nobody no better.
I'm gonna drop shit on all those teams that continue to play asshats.
Notre Dame, I would say, has the toughest schedule out of all that because you have to. Once you hit a conference, all that shit's out the window.
We'll
you'll get an Idaho too, buddy.
We still get Navy, and we get beat by them every so often.
Hey, but that's different.
I know that's
That's
Navy.
different. You know what I'm saying? That's Navy. You know what I'm saying? That's something. That means something. That's beyond football. Even though they play football, that's beyond football.
That's true.
Yeah.
Right.
Again, I don't know why we're mixing church and state. All right. Top 25 upsets last week. You mentioned it earlier in the intro. We had some doozies. Yeah, we had some doozies. Knocked a couple people out of some national talks.
Starting with okay. Never mind. Okay, I'll stop there. Okay, Lahoma. Yeah, man. But look, every year it seems like Oklahoma has that one game that it destroys the rest of their season, really. I mean, yes, they're at the contention at the end, but they still look at that one game they lose. And could Kansas State be that one game this year? Are they going to have another win or another loss when they, face Texas? Who knows?
See, their losses come by teams that they're not supposed to lose to.
Exactly.
Yeah, those losses hurt. You know what I mean? This loss to Kansas State hurts. You know what I mean? Because you're not going to get any value out of this loss. You're going to get zero value out of this loss. You know what I mean? Unless Kansas State just automatically just runs the Big 12.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, but me either. So, it's a bad loss for Oklahoma. You know, they fell quite far from this loss. You know what I mean? They're winning the Big 12 and talking about that, being in that final grouping. You know what I mean? It's kind of just out. They're playing for a New Year's Six bowl now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. They do it to themselves every year. And like I said, Texas did it. Yep, they're on the list, Texas Tech. But, at least that's a damn rivalry. I don't think Oklahoma-Kansas State is really a rivalry other than being a conference game. It's not like Kansas State is up there, and it's not like necessarily Texas Tech is up there, but they're both of those teams are kind of dabbling in the top 25. Maybe a couple votes here and there. I just think that even Texas losing to Texas Tech isn't as bad as the Oklahoma loss to Kansas State.
Of course not, because Texas is not sneaking in trying to find a way for a national championship. Texas is already out of it. You know what I mean? So this isn't a big deal. You know what I mean? Like if Oklahoma loses to Texas, that's not a big deal, even if Texas wasn't ranked, because that's a rivalry game. There's more than the rankings there. Like these states, these schools, these kids don't like each other. And a lot of them have been recruited against each other. So that would mean nothing to me. But yeah, I still believe you. I'm still with you with that is a bigger loss. You know, I mean, Texas shouldn't have took it, but Texas has so many injuries.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't even know who's quarterbacking now. I mean, it's like Texas has got a lot of negatives going for them right now, with a promising start to their season. I'm still looking for him next year when Archie comes in, though. So,
yeah, I could see that. I could definitely see that.
That kid is good.
He is. Let's talk about Miami real quick. They get beat by Middle Tennessee. Now, I am not putting Middle Tennessee down at all. But
I am.
Why they beat?
I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, but more so putting the responsibility on Miami. I mean, they came in this season supposed to be the hot shit back in the ACC at the top. And wow, I mean, you had me at the beginning of the season, and then all of a sudden, bloop.
I told you.
Man.
I told you. I told you. Now, see, here's the problem that I have with Miami. I'm going to speak up for Josh Gaddis, not because because he was with Michigan last year. Like I told the wife and I had this conversation a couple days ago. Like I got no hate for Josh Gaddis leaving Michigan, offensive coordinator. I got no hate at him leaving because Jim Harbaugh put everybody on staff in an awkward position with his flirtatious attitude with the NFL. You know what I'm saying? So I don't blame him going down to Miami. Now I blame him going down to Miami because of the toxicity that flows throughout their athletic department, not just the football, but their athletic department all as a whole. And I'm assuming Josh Gaddis is supposed to be, and the head coach is supposed to be a part of this rebuild, this change around. I have a problem with everybody getting on him about the offense. Listen, Miami put up points. It's the defense that chose not to stop a one not double A team from scoring the football. You know what I'm saying? Offense scored points. What was the defense doing? This is Middle Tennessee State. You mean you can't tell me that Miami recruitments can't keep Middle Tennessee State from? I mean, they scored like what 350-yard bombs. Like your defense was just trash.
Right? Yeah. They. Sorry, Miami.
Trash. Well, I hope that y'all are feeling better. You know, I hope y'all weather gets better. I hope everybody's safe and sound, but your football program is trash.
Yeah. Yeah. They're getting hit. They're getting pummeled down that way. So definitely hope everybody stays safe as much as possible. And then last, Texas A&M over Arkansas. Arkansas is so roller coastery. I'll say that. They're so up and down.
And so is Texas A&M.
And Texas A&M's the same way. They just caught each other on the right side of Texas A&M this year. So
it's hard to call this one an upset. It really is.
Yeah, man. They go at it every year.
It's upset by numbers. It's upset by numbers.
By statistically.
Yeah, by rankings. It's upset by rankings. Other than that, these teams are pretty much second tier SEC teams.
If you ever been to Kings Island, they have something called the racer there. One goes forwards, one goes backwards, and they're side by side doing the same thing. That's exactly
last roller coaster I've ever been on.
That's exactly what Texas A&M and Arkansas are. I'm surprised you fit.
Oh yeah, it was the last one I've ever been on. And why does he keep wanting to talk about damn Penn State? No one wants to talk about Penn State at all. Zero. I'm looking at this like it's amazing to me. Like, let's talk about Penn State. I don't want to get roasted because I'm going to talk about Penn State. Penn State, Penn State, Penn State, Penn State, Penn State, Penn State. Put Joe Paul's stadium.
What are you doing?
Oh, put Joe Paul's statue back up, and then we can talk about Penn State.
There you go.
That's what I got to say about Penn State.
Yeah. Well, then go move to the Pac-12. About to Pac-10. Southern Cal survives a little scare from Oregon State. Bella, you got to move, baby. You got to go over here.
Yeah, again, I'll put this with Michigan. I put this in the same category as, the score looks like they struggle, but who they've played, this is a much better showing of what we think USC can be. You know what I'm saying? What we saw the last couple of weeks have been, what was the score last year? All right. Practice games, these preseason games that they play the first 3 weeks of the season, that's what they are. The preseason games are warm-ups, tune-ups. They put up these exorbitant numbers, but they don't really mean stuff until you get into conference play and start playing.
Kind of like rankings until week 6.
Yeah. So I looked at the USC game, and the score doesn't show how good that they really actually played that game. You know what I mean? And it happens that way. You can move the ball and not score points. That'll get you beat, but it happens. So it's hard for me to say that they struggled. It was difficult, but I don't want to say struggle.
I didn't say struggled. I said they missed a scare. See? You're putting words in my mouth, man.
Scare, struggle, survive. Scare, struggle, survive.
Survive the scare. That's
survive.
What. Best game of the
week.
Best game of the week in college. Hell
Oh,
of a
man.
game.
Bro, hands down, this is the best game last week. Florida, Tennessee.
Absolutely, man. I'm telling you right now. Shit, where'd my notes go? Hold on here.
Hey,
Yeah, Hooker. Hendon Hooker.
Oh, yeah.
8 touchdowns, 0
3
interceptions, 3 rushing touchdowns.
But he have 349 yards in the air and 112
Man.
yards on the ground. But we can't really just sit there and say Anthony Richardson didn't do that either, because he had 435 yards in the air, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception.
True, but man, there's just something about Tennessee. I'm
Their
not
pace.
saying that they're national title bound, but they're definitely back up where they kind of used to be, historically speaking, in football.
Hey, yeah, since their last national championship with what quarterback?
Peyton Manning.
No, sir. Peyton Manning did not win a national title at Tennessee. It would have been T. Martin.
Was T. Martin when they tied it with you?
Yeah, T. Martin was the last Tennessee quarterback to win the national title. Peyton Manning did not. Peyton Manning did not win a national title in college.
Okay.
Woohoo! Yes.
You got me there on that one.
I did, sir. I did. And I just came up with that one off the top. I figured you know it. But
yeah, I thought it was. Now that you say that, I remember watching it.
It was T. Martin the year after Peyton left.
94?
No, it was way later than that, bro.
97.
Because Peyton came out, Brady came out in 98. So Peyton came out in 96?
I think 96, 95, 96.
Yeah.
I bet our next guest will know.
Yeah, I know he knows.
He's looking it up right now if he doesn't.
So do you want to jump into our picks and then come back to football since we got him on, or do you want to go through our football?
No, we're gonna go through our football with him if he's got time. Let's see. Give me a head nod, yay or nay.
Yay or nay.
Look at him.
All right. Yeah, we have one more. Let's go ahead and bring him on though.
Oh my God! Look at that head. Raphael Esparza with Doc Sports. What's up, brother?
What's going on? How are you guys doing?
Good, man. Good. I see I got the late great Reggie White jersey on tonight for my 3-0 Eagles.
Yeah, looking pretty good right now. Even though the public's all betting against them this week, but should be interesting.
That they are.
Yeah, we'll get back to them Eagles here in a second. Hey, but I have one more thing for college, Dan.
Yes.
You put it in the feed yesterday. The talks are back about the 12-team playoff. So the commissioners are back at it. They're trying to figure out a way to get it ready for next season. Raphael, what are the odds of they're getting that worked out
not happening
next season, or we just have to wait to 2026?
I don't know about 2026. Next year, there's no way they can do it next year. There's already, I'm sure, months of planning already for next year. I think the year after that, 2024, 2025, I would say those two. If I had to put a prop at would 2026 be the first year, I would bet no on that one. They want to bring it in sooner than later, just because I think the quicker they bring it in, the quicker I think all these other conferences start picking apart all the other ones. So I just think if they add this now, then I think some solidity comes down to other conferences where people are not jumping ship all over the place. So the quicker they get it in, the quicker we can see some stable conferences.
12 teams though. What's wrong with 8?
I had a feeling what I heard. They think 12 will wipe out. We're going here. We're switching conferences. This conference might fold. This conference might fold. What I heard 8. They still think it could have been really still set up down the road for 2 mega conferences. 12, you can throw the 2 mega conferences out the window. So I just think with 8, you could say so that there'll be backdoor talks. Okay, if we had 2 mega conferences, 4 make it in this conference, 4 make it in this conference. Now when you go up 12, that's just too ridiculous. So I can kind of understand why they chose 12, but as
Is
long
it
as
though?
as long as they don't mess up my bowl season, because I'm sorry, I'm a big fan of watching Middle Tennessee State play Arkansas State on the New Orleans Bowl or the Blue River Bowl or something like that, because you get to see stars that could be on your team, maybe on defense, on your Eagles team or something you might not know of. But give these kids shots on TV. So as long as they don't mess with my small bowl games, I'm fine.
I mean,
Hey,
I
that
like
is
that. Oh, go ahead.
that is the best argument that I've ever heard for these crappy ass bowls.
There's
I
no
get it.
there's no such
I
thing as
get it.
crappy ass bowls. Every bowl game. I've talked to so many college football players that played in those crap, and they said they love it. They said it's good team building. They go to cities that they would have probably never gone to in their lifestyle. Because let's face it, I would probably say 90% of these people who are playing bowl games are going to be working jobs not even in their field, so they get to go to Memphis, Vegas, Hawaii, stuff like that. Then they probably would have never gone. So don't be making fun of these small bowl games just because you have an M on your hat that hasn't won a national championship in a football game in a long time.
1997.
That's still a long time.
It's been longer than Notre Dame. So I mean,
At
shorter
least
than
we
Notre
didn't
Dame.
tie it though. We
didn't have no choice.
We didn't have to
That was
share
it.
ours.
That was
Yeah,
because
that's true.
that was because an old white man was retiring.
Hey, we didn't have to share ours. I don't care what the excuse is.
And that is the exact reason why we're in the dilemma that we are now with the CFP bullshit. Because you had two different people sides of the country voting for the national championship. That's why. And Michigan and Nebraska never play. After that game, after that year, that's when they created the BCS. Fact. Write it down. That is the reason.
No more the BCS.
And that's how we got to this crap today. But anyway, let's keep it moving. Hey, Dan, you came up with something. You said something earlier. We didn't like the headline. I wasn't really feeling that either, but you said something in our conversation earlier about a pin. So how about we pin it to the board or we unpin it to the board?
Okay. We can do that.
All right. That's cool. So now we're getting into what's popping in the NFL.
All right.
So here's the deal, Raphael. You get 30 seconds. 30 seconds to give your
Sounds like my honeymoon.
Yeah. You get 30
seconds longer than mine
to tell us why on this subject that you might pin it to your clipboard or unpin it from your clipboard. Starting with the Raiders, 0-3 in the team. Was the only 0-3 team in the league. How bad are the Raiders?
I won't pin it to my billboard because A, they're not that bad. Just look at the conference they play in, and B, the new arena got hit by lightning yesterday, so that's a sign that they're gonna win on Sunday. So I'm gonna unpin it on my billboard because they're not making. Let's face it, they weren't gonna make if they did make the playoffs, they weren't going far. They weren't gonna win a Super Bowl, so it's not do or die going 0-3. And the Golden Knights dropped the puck on Tuesday.
That works. All right, Dan, this was for you. Or do you want some of that Raiders action?
0 rushing touchdowns, Carr going 6-4 on interceptions or touchdowns to interceptions, sacked 7 times. They're bad.
He's pinning it, folks. I'm still holding off. I'm gonna unpin it, even though no 0-3 team has made the playoffs. I picked them to win the division, so right now I'm hoping that they just make the playoffs.
Man, win the division. I didn't know you cook weed with all that food you cook.
Move to Vegas and I'll get you hooked up. Yeah, I'll get Vegas. Yeah, I'm trying to hold on to my terrible pick. But Dan, this one's to you. Dolphins, best team in the AFC.
8 touchdowns, 2 interceptions in the air, rushing 2 times, or their 2 running backs, Edmonds and Mostert, is just under 80 yards apiece. Their receiving core is a double threat like no other, except for one. And their defense is really good, forcing turnovers. So, yeah, they are the best team in the AFC. Plus, they just beat the team that I thought was the best team in the AFC.
He pins it. Raphael, what you got?
I'm going to pin it right now until December 4th. Because their schedule, let's face it, if you looked at their schedule, winning against Buffalo, it's not the biggest win. And they played in their backyard. It was 89 degrees. If that was in Buffalo in January, we'll be doing a totally different type of talk. But I'm sorry, December 4th at San Francisco, the week after at LA to play the Chargers, which the Chargers will be healthy. Then after that, they go to Buffalo and get the rematch game. So they can go drop 3 in a row. And then what do they do after Buffalo? I think Green Bay comes to their backyard on that one. So I'll pin it right now. I have them small hedge right now above Buffalo, but ask me that question after November, and I'm still stuffed from Thanksgiving.
If I have to say yes because of the record, then I'll say yes because of the record. If I believe that they're the best team in the AFC, I'm going to have to unpin it because I still think Buffalo is the best team in the AFC. Yeah, they lost, but you had 6 key starters out. One, your offensive tackle, which is huge for your quarterback, and then your
Oh, look. His mic just turned off because his time ran out.
Not even close to 30 seconds. Yeah, and I still think, and I mean, listen, they did lose to to Dolphins, but they barely lost to the Dolphins. You barely lost to a depleted team. So I'm not ready yet to say they're the best in the A. If I had to, because of the record, yeah.
Okay, what do you? If this same question next week, if Baltimore beats them,
if Baltimore beats who?
Buffalo, because that's who's playing this week.
Yeah. If Baltimore beats Buffalo this week, then there's that question between Baltimore and the Dolphins.
All right.
No, I'm just saying the Miami Dolphins have beaten. I don't know. Yeah. They've beaten some good teams. They beat some Hall of Fame coaches, so just not yet. Yeah. So now Dan's ready for this one. Are the Eagles the best team in the NFC?
Hurts 4-1 in the air, 3 on the ground, and that 1 is his only turnover. Sanders out of the backfield has over 200 yards in 3 games. Both Smith and Brown are killing it on the outside, making them yet the other double threat out of the league that are the best. Obviously, I think Dolphins and Eagles have the best dual threat on the air, and 3 sacks per game averaging and 5 turnovers from the defense. The defense is real. The offense is real. As long as we stay healthy, we're coming in to steal.
Hey, can I skip you, Raphael?
Sure.
I am super high on the Eagles.
Holy
super high on the Eagles and how they're playing. But check this out. When I told you earlier, I had a reserve. Here's my reserve. My pen in the clipboard is a little loose. And I'm going to tell you why, and this is all I'm going to say. The Washington Commanders, the Detroit Lions, and the Minnesota Vikings.
And if you remember,
that's all I got.
If you remember, that right there is exactly why I put the Dolphins or Buffalo over Philly last week because of who they've played. So, Raphael, your turn. Eagles, NFC great.
I'm going to pin them NFC great right now until the playoffs because I'm sorry. Green Bay and Tampa Bay got to have all that playoff experience, and to go and face a young quarterback to face the GOAT and Aaron Rodgers, that's a tough task. I'm sorry if you come in with 12 wins, 13 wins, 11 wins, Eagles win division, maybe number 1 seed. That's tough to go to place Tom Brady or Aaron Rodgers. One of those two, I'm shocked. I would not be shocked they're playing. Right now, best team in the NFC. But playoff time, a lot of experience they're going to have to go up against.
And I will agree with Matt's. Detroit's not bad. Yes,
Yes.
we kind of said earlier at the beginning of the season, Detroit's definitely on the up and up. But Minnesota kind of is iffy, and obviously, Washington, I could give two shits less about.
Yeah, Detroit is definitely on the up and up. Detroit is still not a playoff team.
No, not yet.
I mean, Minnesota is probably the one out of that will make one. So, but like I think Detroit's gonna be good. Detroit's gonna be good, just not this year.
Hey, they're 45. They're 45-1 to win the NFC.
There, Vegas has spoken.
What are we now?
Plus 330, I think it was 310 around there, and Green Bay was like plus 350.
Lamar Jackson over what was it? Lamar Jackson MVP.
Who you asking?
Whoever. I don't
Go,
know.
Ref. Go, Ref.
I'm going to say no. I just think what Philly's doing on offense hurts. I mean, let's face it, no one thought they were going to be this well played as a team. I mean, their offense is well machined. Their defense has been lights out. It doesn't matter what Lamar does. I think Hurts will overshadow all that because all we've heard all summer long, sign a contract. He wants guaranteed. I'm sorry, when you're asking for that much money guaranteed, that's a negative. I'm sorry. I mean, yeah, should the guy get paid? Yes, but do other players and other media people want to hear how much he's turned down already? I think it's a little negative. So with Hurts, I think he's stealing a lot of limelight from him.
All right, I got a question. When Tom Brady and Aaron Rodgers and all these other fair-skinned quarterbacks turn down contracts,
Jesus.
are they blasted all through the media? Do we ever hear about these turn down contracts?
Aaron Rodgers, yes.
No.
Jim McMahon, yes. Jim McMahon was tortured when he turned down the Bears contract. He was bombarded. I'm not saying Lamar doesn't deserve it, but don't put it out in the media. Don't say, hey, I turned down $220 million.
He's not the one putting it out.
Well, someone is. Someone in this camp
Ravens is putting it out. Lamar's his own agent. The agent is the one who does all that dirty shit where they just say, hey, buddy, I heard this contract negotiations is going this way. Lamar ain't putting that stuff out on his own. Lamar has lived up to his contract. Pay this man.
He's being penalized. He's being penalized what Cleveland did, not what his skin is, not what he's doing on the field. He's doing penalized for what Cleveland did, giving a guy that has legal issues all that money. He's not being. It has nothing to do. And he's his own agent. If he had an agent, he'd be signed already.
I respect him for being an agent. Why should I give somebody else my money to do the same thing that I can do?
To get you a contract that you can't get yourself, obviously.
Yeah, I agree.
I feel if it was, they didn't have these issues when Joe Flacco got all that ridiculous money. I'm just saying, this cat right here, this cat is all he's done is be a model player, model, and he's gotten better. Like I pin him for MVP. 100% penny for MVP because he's torching the league. And if it wasn't for that lackadaisical defensive coordinator and shitty-ass secondary, Tua would not have 3 touchdowns now. Lamar Jackson is lighting the league up. He is on a pay me my money tour, and it's going to complete all the way through the year. He's going to stay healthy the whole year.
But if Hurts and the Eagles continue doing it, he's gonna get overshadowed by that because no one saw the Eagles coming. Everyone had the Ravens winning the Ravens and Browns.
I mean, that's great if the Eagles do all that. I'm happy for them. But if the treacherous AFC and Baltimore comes out of the treacherous AFC, there's no way that Jalen Hurts is going to cut him. No way.
Could happen. Last time I checked, Jalen Hurts was dark skinned too. So I'm just saying.
And neither one of them get the respect that they deserve. Or Tua. They're always questioning the things that they question about them. They never question about these other quarterbacks, knowing that these mental capacity of some of these quarterbacks is just trash, but they always want to question the black quarterback's mental capacity to handle this game. Who is the best quarterbacks in the league right now? All of them are black.
Not necessarily.
Ooh.
Mahomes.
Josh Allen black.
Russell Wilson. Who?
Is Josh Allen black?
Josh Allen. He's one.
Russell with timeout.
Yeah.
Russell Wilson.
Russell Wilson. Hey, Denver sucks, but Russell Wilson's
He's
good.
No. He wasn't good last year in Seattle. It was his defense and a running. No, he hasn't been good in a while. He hasn't been good since Wisconsin. No, I'll give you every other quarterback besides Russell Wilson.
He was just the second one that came to mind. But yeah, I'm a fan of him. Well, Jameis Winston, you can say he's not good.
Yeah, I'll give you that one too.
All right, who you got next, Dan?
Who do I got next?
Miami.
Miami what?
Oh, is Miami's heat advantage better than Green Bay's frozen tundra advantage?
The humidity sucks down there in Miami sometimes, but I don't know. I'd rather play in something where I could cool off rather than trying to stay warm the whole game. I know I'm moving around, but I've played in negative degree weather and it sucks. Your body just sucks. I'm going to say, man, between those two, still Green Bay.
Raphael. I agree. I've been there in the winter watching a game once. Went once, didn't go back. So, no, I agree. That's probably and the way the field is and the way the wind goes in those afternoon games where the wind is just hitting you in the face left and right. Yeah, no way. Green Bay, by far.
I call it a tie because it depends on what time of weather you play. Because if you're playing in September and August, late August, September in Miami, yeah, the sun is cooking you on the visitor side. You know what I mean? But if you're playing in December, these cats is like, yeah, that's cool for me. You know what I mean? But like in Green Bay, if it's anything after November, after late October, it's ridiculous. So I think it's even.
I got a problem with this fan right here, sir. I'm about to block him for that blasphemy he's putting out here.
If you look at the pics, you can see that they all. Last one. Colts looks like they're still on life support.
Sucking wind right now.
Job-saving win.
Wholeheartedly. For who, though? The quarterback, the coach, the GM? Which one?
Probably the first two you said, quarterback and coach. I think it was jobs. But, they can run off. I'm not 100% sold on Indianapolis. On Tennessee, who Indianapolis has to play this week. So if they get a home win against the number one team last year in the AFC, then all that pressure's off on the whole organization. So I wasn't really that sore. Matt Ryan was learning a new system. He was in Atlanta so long. I would say start off slow, no big deal. And then Jacksonville is much better than what everyone thought they were. They were a big win last week.
Yeah, it was. But, man.
Yeah, that was huge. It was a big win or terrible loss for the Chargers at Greg Williams. All right, let's get into some picks before we got to cut Raphael's mic.
All right. Where are we going this week?
All right. So what are we? Yeah. Yep. Go ahead.
Sports picks. That's where the man, the myth, the legend, Raphael works. Puts out all kinds of stuff. Get that free $60 worth of play over at DocSportsPicks.com or DocSports.com, right? DocSports.com.
Yep.
Okay. And use BW Sports as your promo code. Hey, I just want you to know there's still a spot missing waiting
I forgot.
on Chicago Cub.
I forgot.
To come through on my phone.
That's my bad.
It's my bad. No, here's the standings.
I blame the black quarterbacks.
Yeah. That's a good one.
See, the Mexican can say it. The white guy can't.
That is true.
I'm still upset. It's Hispanic National Month, but it started on September 15th. We can't even get a full month. I know the February is a short month for 1 month, but geez, can I get a full month?
Well, can we get a full Mexican? Like you're only half of one. You only get 5 foot tall.
I'm 6'4". That's why they don't even think I'm Mexican.
Because you're half.
Part. Yeah, that's the white part.
No, Indian.
Right.
Well, yeah.
Well, there you go. Well, they're
Not-
short too, so you're an anomaly.
Yeah.
All right, so here's our standings so far. Dan has creeped into the lead with a wonderful week at 5-1. But
5-1.
Tim won the week at 6-0. So there you have that. So let's move it on with the picks. First game up, number 7, Kentucky 4-0 at Old Miss. 14th ranked Ole Miss 4-0. Raphael, tell us what the numbers say.
Man, I really like this Kentucky quarterback, Levi. Give me some blue Levi's on this one. I mean, he could be a steal in the draft because everyone's going to be thinking Strud and Alabama's quarterback, but this guy could be a steal in the draft. I like Kentucky. I just like the way they play defense, the way they're going to be able to run the ball. Give me the Blue Cats. Give me the Wildcats with the Levi at the realm.
Here's what the network thinks.
That's pretty split too.
Yeah. This is one of the few times I'll ever root for Kentucky. It's just not an Indiana thing, man. It's just not how we do things down here.
And I believe Ole Miss is favored too.
Yeah, 7 points. I'll take the plus points on Levi any day.
Yeah, I would too.
Sounds good to me. All right, game 2, number 9, Oklahoma State 3-0 at 16, Baylor 3-1.
This is one of those games where Oklahoma State shows their Oklahoma State colors. They'll lose this one, but then they'll beat Oklahoma, and that's how the Cowboys go. So I'm gonna take the Baylor Bears on this one.
I'm 40. I'm a man.
Look at that.
Here's the panel.
Split again.
Yeah.
Mercy.
People know what's going on this week.
Thursday games. What was the score? Help the one. It's the one. Big Ben. Benjamin. The one. The Lion. The one.
Thursday game. What Thursday game? Which Thursday game?
Is he talking about last week?
I'm not sure. I don't know, but this is game 3. Number 2, Alabama 4-0 at 20, Arkansas.
I'm going to take the Hogs plus the points in this just because I'm pissed off at Alabama. I had the total over 58 and a half last week. Even took it at 59 because I knew it was going to be bet all the way up to 60-61. What was the final score? 55-3. Do the math. I know you guys live in the Midwest. It's 58. So screw you, Bama. Hogs cover, but Bama win.
Hey, I'm tired of this dude thinking everything has something to do with Penn State. He's worse than us, Dan. Like, wow.
Ooh, shots at a Cowboys fan that's not even here. I love it though, Big Ben.
Love it. Awesome. So here's the panel for this game.
Ooh,
Hey, yeah, you see that?
A win?
I went with them dogs. I mean the Razorbacks.
I will say that I think that this is and could be one of those sleeper games throughout the year when Bama's thinking, that, hey, this is just another game. However, they did that last year, and look what happened. So I don't think it's going to do it again.
Arkansas is tricky, man. And I don't know why I want to go here. I just something just like Arkansas, you know what I mean? Because they do weird shit, and Alabama is not the Alabama that we think they are.
They are who we thought they were.
Not.
Not.
All right, so let's jump over to the NFL. First game, Jacksonville Jaguars 2-1 at your Philadelphia Eagles. 1:00 tip-off game. Go get them, Raphael.
Oh, I'm going to Eagles on this one. If they can run the ball like which they have, no one has been to stop. And that's even talking to quarterback. Then I don't want to say no problem, but I think they win by double digits. I think they win by 10.
What does the panel say? Bow.
Haters. I don't know what Storm's talking about.
I don't know. Hey, man, I was really close to picking them, but I was like, nah, it's at home. If it was in Jacksonville, I might have picked them.
I agree.
All right. Game 2. The Bears 2-1 at the Giants. This is the worst 2-1 game ever.
I agree with this Bears team. When you get confidence, how you get confidence? Wins. They have 2 wins already. Their total season wins was 6 and 6.5, and they're probably one of the heavy bet team betting under. I said the Bears could be one of the worst teams in the league. Them and Atlanta. If they go 3-1, all those bettors that have the under will be chomping their nails at the bit. I'm gonna take the Giants, but would not shock me if Bear Down wins this one. I'm gonna take the Giants coming off a Monday night loss. It just had many turnovers in that game.
Let's see what the folks think. Pow.
That's my thing.
Yeah.
Pow.
Oh yeah, that's what it looks. Oh yeah.
Hey.
I like the Bears.
I'm with Raphael on this one. I think that losing the Monday night game to Dallas is just kind of fueling them to not lose a second game straight, because it is at home, right? It's at New York.
It's at New York.
Yeah, I don't see them winning 2 straight right now at home. May happen later, but just not now.
All righty, last game. The best 2-1 game. You got the Bills 2-1 at the Ravens 2-1, 1:00 tip.
I'm picking upset here. I think I'm not sold on Baltimore. I was not you. I remember before the show even started, before the season ever started, I said I was not sold on Baltimore. I was high on Pittsburgh. I thought maybe they can compete in a division. They just had some bad injuries on defensive side for Pittsburgh. I think Buffalo bounces back and win this game. What discourages me, how Baltimore lost to Miami, giving up all those points in the second half. Their secondary is probably their weakest part. Baltimore, when they were winning playoff games and Super Bowls, their secondary was probably one of their bright spots, and their secondary is probably one of their weak spots. I think Buffalo shocks the Ravens in this game. Give me the Bills.
And pow.
Man. There's got to be a reason you're 6 and 16.
And I'm not.
I don't even remember what it was.
I have 10 wins.
10 and 16.
10 and 16. I love you too, Big Ben. Is that Ben Roethlisberger? I didn't know Ben Roethlisberger watches the show.
I wish he did.
Whoa.
You guys are ballers.
Look, he's an Eagles fan.
I wish he did, because I'd probably have my jersey signed by now.
I can get you a Big Ben signed jersey if you want one.
That's my guy, man. That's my favorite Steeler.
I'm still waiting on that thing to come in the mail you told me you were sending me.
Blah.
I forgot all about your schedule.
Yeah.
I forgot all about that. You're right.
Not-
You're right.
it's not about
You are 100%. Text me your address.
I did.
Text me it again.
It's still there.
Text me it
Still
again.
there. He said, make it further, closer in the team.
Damn.
Text me it again.
God.
All right, so there you have it for our Doc Sports, BW Sports Network picks of the week.
Look, hold on. It's so close up the comment or up the message that I'm copying and pasting it. So
Do I have my phone with me? Ooh, look it. Ooh.
It's just it's probably it's what we're watching you on.
This is great. Okay. Well, we appreciate you, Raphael. Thank you, sir. I know you got another show to get to and talk crap to them too. So tell them we said hello.
I always talk crap to everybody. Lamar Jackson, get an agent. You'll be paid by now.
Oh.
Get your own money. Get all your money.
He's going to get all his money. It's just going to take a while. He's going to get it from another team.
Oh, he's definitely getting it from another team. Baltimore's fucked that up.
Well, he's still getting it.
Hey, he could come to Pittsburgh.
I would not be shocked if my home up in the Crescent City opens up a checkbook.
Ooh. Man, I feel sorry for Lamar Jackson then.
Well, he's gonna gain a lot of weight because New Orleans food's better than Baltimore's food.
Good point.
They got fresh seafood up here in Baltimore. What they do down there too.
What do we eat? McDonald's?
Royale.
I don't know, man.
Someone send the one a map, please. Someone send him a map.
I like the East Coast seafood better. Ha. I don't know. I can't really say that either. So I don't know.
You guys have a great
All right,
rest of the
yeah.
week.
Have a
where
good
you
one,
from,
Raphael.
Raphael? Tell them where all they can find you.
You can find me over on DocSports.com. You can find me on Instagram, Raphael Esparza, and on Twitter at VSI.Sports.
And boom, when you get a chance, check your mother freaking phone.
Damn. Man, no love. Take it easy, guys.
Later,
Hey.
brother. Man, that was like 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, it was a while.
Yeah.
Hey, you throwing up the video or are we calling it a night?
You know what? How about we'll end on. I'm gonna put the video up on the page for them to check out the 4 minutes offense for our brothers of a Dynasty Bros Fantasy Football Podcast. Check them out, Dynasty Bros FF at all Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, all this stuff. And yeah, I'll have that up momentarily.
That's my fault because we got to talk about quarterbacks. And
man, you got on it. I was
yeah,
trying.
because the disrespect is ridiculous of these certain quarterbacks. But there it is. The one's up. I have something. Just it's real simple. Everybody down in Florida and that region is getting hit by this hurricane that's building strength. Make sure you take care of yourselves, take care of the people around you, check on your peoples, make sure everybody's doing well, stay safe as best you can.
Yes, sir.
While I'm up here in Indiana,
out the line then is straight. Just saying the same thing, man. Hope you all are staying safe as much as possible. Prayers, thoughts, obviously. Go out to you guys and do what you can for each other. Everywhere, not just there, but everywhere.
Yeah. Dead silence. We love pause and silence.
All right. Well, until next time.
Until next time, make sure you check out the others. Checkers and Wreckers, State of Basketball, Super Kicking It, a bit outside, the Combat Zone. Check them out. We got a lot of stuff up. Go see us.
Yay. And until next time, Damon, what do we do?
Stop hating on Aaron Judge and pitch to the man. We keep it sporty.
Pew, pew. I hate the Yankees.
So do I. I like it.